Have you ever noticed how some of the biggest stories in global politics barely make a blip in the headlines? Let's take a spin around the world, claymation style, and dig into the hidden stories shaping our future. First up, a rare moment of hope. On August 9, 2025, Azerbaijan and Armenia signed a landmark peace deal at the White House. The decades-old fight over Nagorno-Karabakh? It's not all sunshine yet, but this is the closest the region's come to real peace in a generation. The US even got its own transport corridor in the mix, while Iran's not thrilled. Tehran's calling it political treachery and flexing military muscles. But outside of a few headlines, this one's already fading from the news cycle. Meanwhile, North Korea just started pulling down its border propaganda loudspeakers. Sounds small, right? But this is the kind of move that actually signals a chance for peace, or at least less shouting, on the Korean peninsula. Not flashy enough for a breaking news banner, but in geopolitics, quiet wins are the ones that last. Now, Ukraine. President Zelensky is standing firm. No land for peace with Russia, no matter what's discussed at high-profile Trump-Putin summits. The world's watching, but most coverage sticks to the same few sound bites, while the deeper complexities get lost in the noise. But let's talk about the stories barely making it past the editorial desk. The BRICS bloc, now with Saudi Arabia, Iran, and Egypt on board, represents almost half the world's population. The US might have just disrupted a major BRICS trade route, but if you blinked, you probably missed it. Why? US media loves a good US-China rivalry, but a real shift in global power? Not so much. Pakistan's water crisis is another slow-burning fuse. It's not just about drought. This is a geopolitical ticking time bomb with India in the crosshairs, and climate change turning up the heat. Yet outside of South Asia, you'll search for coverage in vain. Even Central Asia, Kazakhstan and the US are clashing over tariffs, with China and Russia watching closely. Trade wars here could shape the next decade, but again, it's rarely front-page news. So, here's the thing. The stories that don't get told? They matter. Often they're the ones that shape the world we'll wake up to tomorrow. My tip, don't just settle for the headlines. Ask what's missing. Because sometimes